Assalamu alaikum, dear students. It is 26th of July 2021. It's class 12th, subject education. It's Monday. Dear students, as you know, we are discussing the unit number 7. It is human growth and development. A day before yesterday, we discussed the meaning of growth and development, the difference between growth and development. And today we are going to discuss the stages of growth and development. Dear students, the various stages of growth and development are infancy, childhood, adolescence. These are the main stages of growth and development. We will also discuss the educational implications of these stages of development, growth and development. Today we are going to discuss the stage of infancy with special reference to physical, social and mental or intellectual development. Dear students, so far as the infancy stage of growth and development is concerned, infancy is the period after the birth of the child till he enters the early childhood stage. The stage of 5 years after the birth of the child is called the stage of infancy. It is also referred as babyhood, early childhood, and so on. Infancy may be considered to extend from the time of birth to the age of 6. Dear students, it is a period of rapid growth in size and weight as well as in nervous system. The brain grows rapidly. There is rapid improvement in the functioning of sensory organs. This is also the period of rapid emotional development, and almost all emotions are developed in the child during this stage. This is a period of rich but baseless imagination. The child at this stage is completely egocentric and selfish. He thinks himself to be always right and expects all around him to obey him. He is the prince, although without crown, and tries to assert himself in all situations. Dear students, let's try to understand what physical developments take place during this infancy stage. Dear students, the entire structure of the body starts functioning and a sort of balance comes in the various organs of the body. Future health of the child depends upon the foundation laid during this stage. This stage of the child is very important. During this period, the child is quite tender. He solely depends upon his parents for food and other necessities for existence. This stage is a stage of gradual development. It is during this period that the child starts walking. He also plays. This gives him exercise of the body. By the age of 24 years, the mind weighs 2/3 of the entire weight of the body. By the age of 7 years, the weight of the mind assumes its perfect shape and weight. At the age of 3, the coordination of the child's mind and body starts. Eventually, his limbs grow strong. A year after the birth, the weight of the child grows 3 times. In case there is no retarding factor the growth of the child is 40 inch. In other words, the child grows tall by 3 inch. During this stage, the teaching starts. By the end of the age of 5 years, about 2/3 of the teeth have come out. For 3 to 4 years of the age, the speed of nervous system is quite fast and quick. In other words, the child uses his nervous system quite quickly. During this period, there is no difference between the body of a male child and the female child. In the last phase of the infancy, hands start learning independently. The child is also capable of standing on his feet and doing various jobs. So this was the physical development during this infancy stage. Let's try to understand what social developments take place during this infancy stage. Dear students, social development is the development of social behavior which depends upon the understanding of social heritage and the formation of flexible conduct patterns. Social heritage is composed of social institutions, modes, and customs of the groups. The child is stimulated by social heritage and his conduct changes one way or the other. This change is known as social development. Social development can't be studied. Social development can't be studied apart from intellectual, physical, or emotional aspects of development. The social behavior of a person is affected by and itself affects his physical, mental, or emotional development. Dear students, during the period of infancy, the social development of the child essentially depends on the parents. He is neither social nor unsocial. Yet he cannot remain unsocial for a long time because he is constantly attended to by the mother and other members of the family. If the parents are well inclined towards him, the child starts developing a healthy social personality. But in the absence of such a relationship, his personality may develop distorted. He may develop anxiety, depression, and feeling of insecurity. Dear students, so far as the mental development or intellectual development of the child is concerned during this infancy stage, intellectual development means growth of understanding, memory, reasoning, intelligence, concentration, judgment, concept formation, language, abilities, moral capacity, and observation, etc., etc. These abilities interrelated and never develop in isolation. At birth, the infant has no language to express himself. He only cries. Learning to speak is a very complex task. The earliest modes of communication of the child are crying, babbling, and gestures. Horlock called these as the pre-speech forms. Crying is minimum at the 4th month after birth, and then babbling begins. Around the age of or 1 year, it is gestures which dominate. Regarding the beginning of spoken language, there is a wide variation among children in the first use of words. Bright children learn to speak earlier. The first few words that the child utters at the end of 1 year's age are a, ma, pa, ba, papa, dada, etc., etc., etc. Then his speech vocabulary begins to increase rapidly. At the age of 3 years, he is in a position to express his basic thoughts as his vocabulary comprises of nearly 1,000 words. Dear students, let's try to understand what are the educational implications of this period. This is the age which requires special attention for training the children in acquiring good habits of food and personal cleanliness. Play is an important part of child's life during this period. Such play situations be created which involve the use of limbs. It will facilitate better motor development. Special attention should be given to language development and child's ability to express himself. Parents and teachers should try to gain insight into child's special needs and help him to satisfy these needs. Child's behavior should not be judged by adult standards. Many of his faults should be ignored. In order to help the child in his mental development, his curiosity and inclusive his curiosity should be satisfied by answering as many of his questions as possible. At school curriculum should not have watertight division of subjects. Rather, it should have plenty of activities, providing a variety of first-hand experiences with concrete materials. Opportunities for sensory training should be liberally given. Dear students, it's all for today. We discussed today the stage of infancy, with special reference to physical, social, and intellectual development. It's all for today. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will take up some other topic. Till then, bye. Assalamu alaikum.